Hi, my name's Hector. For the past 3 years, I've been coming to this dog park to pick up women. At first, it seemed like a good idea. What woman doesn't love a guy with a soft spot for animals? And my strategy seemed foolproof. First, I would talk to the dog. What's your name? Then, I would talk to the woman. What's your name? Then, I would ask the woman on a date. Want to talk more about dogs at that coffee shop? I did great with the dogs. A little too great. Most of the time, the women were so impressed by how well I got along with their animals, they wouldn't see me as a romantic partner.
You know, I've never seen my dog bond like this with anyone before. You know what? She's yours. Bye, Stella.
Hector's been coming to this dog park for the past 3 years. He's not like the other guys. When he asks you about your dog, you get the sense that he really cares. I gave him my Shih Tzu 3 weeks ago.
I don't know what to do. These women keep giving me their pets. I took 5 trips to the pound last week. I don't know if they'd be so eager to give me their animals if they knew they were getting sent to the gas chamber the next week.
Hey, name's Mel, professional dog thief. I've been coming to this dog park for 3 years to steal dogs. My strategy's simple. I walk up to a woman with a dog and I start flirting. Pretty soon, she's looking so deep in my eyes, she doesn't notice me putting her dog in my bag. Strategy, it's half working. The ladies love me, the dogs, not so much.
My dog has never acted like this before. You must be a bad boy.
Mel has a way with women. The fact that every dog in this dog park hates him gives him this air of danger that's just irresistible.
I gotta take Sally home, but when we're coming back, we're having coffee.
Oh.
Dude,
God, she hates me.
she said she'd be right back.
Not the girl, the dog.
Who cares about the dog?
I care about the dog. I've been coming to this dog park for 3 years trying to steal dogs. And I've had no luck. Gotten a lot of phone numbers though, but you can't open a pet store with phone numbers.
I get it. You're trying to come to the dog park, flirt with the ladies, get them all distracted. That way you can make off with their dogs without them noticing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I am great at getting dogs through flirting. What do you say we walk up to a woman with a dog at the same time, do our stuff, I get the dog, you get the girl, we both swap at the end.
Fine.
All right, all right. That was a lot of pepper spray.
Did you get bit too?
I don't know what to do.
Huh. Maybe instead of talking to the dog to get the girl, you could walk up to the woman and say, "Excuse me, ma'am, you're looking lovely today. Could I have the honor of taking you out to coffee?"
Yeah. And maybe instead of trying to talk to the girl to get the dog, you could just walk up to a woman and say, "Ma'am, that is an adorable pooch you got there. Hand him to me."
That's a great idea. Let's
do it. And that's history, folks. From that point forward, Mel and I have been scoring babes and dogs at the dog park ever since. But were we once like you? Do you sometimes have trouble getting girls or snatching dogs? Well, come on over to Mel and Hector's Dog and Women Emporium. At Mel and Hector's Dog and Women Emporium, we have the finest women and the cutest pooches your money can buy. Whether you're looking for poodles, St. Bernards, huskies, or secretaries, we got them at Mel and Hector's Dog and Women Emporium. Store available wherever strip malls are.
Oh, come on, man. I can't believe that they're taking him out in the middle. Hey, Fred.
What?
Did you fall asleep? In the middle of the game?
Yeah.
What's that in your hand?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
This is my Native American dream catcher. Andrew got it for me for my birthday. Supposed to keep the nightmares away.
Cool, Fred. You want to finish watching the game? It's the bottom of the third. It's almost done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's watch it. Well, they took this guy out, and every time that they take him out. Unbelievable, this guy. No! 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 Ah! No! No!
Hey! Give me my dream catcher back.
What?
What is wrong with you? Andrew!
What are you doing, Fred? I just wanted to get some sleep.
What are you doing? Andrew, Fred was trying to take my dream catcher. Maybe you could hold it between us? That way we both have a chance of sleeping nightmare-free?
Gotcha.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks, Andrew.
Poor guys strangled each other. Just as we had planned. Action. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I had nothing going on. Seriously, thanks for having me.
Would you like a dream catcher?
Sure.
Here you go.
Thanks, man. I always forget you're from New Mexico.
Yeah, but I got that for, it's a dream catcher.
Thank you, man. I'll hang it in my room. Is this really mine for real, or should I just leave it here?
I can keep it.
No, I don't want to.
Okay, never mind.
That'd be mean.
If you want nightmares, you know.
I love nightmares, actually.
You like it?
Well, I do because, like, you know when you wake up from a nightmare and you're just like, oh, but you're filled with, like, this, oh, thank God it's just a dream. Like, that cooling, like, sensation.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, thank God. Whereas when you wake up from a good dream, you're like, fuck.
Why didn't that actually happen?
Why the fuck? Yeah.
That's
my logic.
How far into a nightmare can you usually tell that it's a nightmare?
I never can tell. I think it's even when I wake up, I still, like, feel like I have to apologize to someone.
Oh, yeah. You know, sometimes I get not so much nightmares, but a big recurring theme is, like, you always get that sense, like, I have a lot of dreams, nightmares, where it feels like someone is, like, people are trying to get at me.
Right.
Like people are trying to deceive me, I know, like, somehow, like, people are trying to backstab me somehow, and I think I wake up and I think I shouldn't trust these people anymore.
Have I ever appeared in one of those dreams?
No, you're my accomplice.
Oh.
But hey, keep it going. We got Gene Morgan, everybody.
Hello, thank you. I'm actually, I don't get invited on podcasts, so this means.
Oh wait, your microphone fell down.
No. I got it. Okay, so continue. Ask me a question.
Yeah, so Gene Morgan,
Yeah.
how's we I know you're a playwright
Yeah.
and a famed stand-up comedian.
Okay.
How do you how was getting over the pandemic? Because I ran into you a few times during the pandemic, and it was a little bit
Yeah.
was it? Have you been finding your footing? You know.
Well, it's funny because so I worked at a grocery store during the pandemic, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was awful. I still do, but it was awful.
It's still awful.
No, it's fine. But so yeah, I just lost all I was hosting an open mic at Creek in the Cave, and that went away, and
Mhm.
all I wasn't doing gangbusters on the road, but I
Mm-hmm.
had shows in Baltimore and Cleveland and shitty,
Mhm.
I was feeling oh, I'm hitting my stride in stand up very slowly, and then all that went away. And yeah, I had a roommate who left, and
You were heartbroken.
he just stuck me with the rent,
Oh, yeah.
more the rent, which was awful. So I had nothing, and then I just started writing this play, just kind of out of necessity and boredom,
Mm-hmm.
and it just it got.
You became a troubled, disturbed, alcoholic, desperate
Yes.
playwright.
I guess, sure.
It's I'm writing this play.
This will be my what they remember before.
You just were hammering at it
Yeah.
at the typewriter.
I wish that would have been so much more badass.
You know, even computers, in script software, they
Yeah.
make the font typewriter
Oh, really? Oh, I wish I would have known that.
to make it seem realistic.
No, but I just kept writing this play, and it got picked up last September, and now we're performing it after 2 years after I wrote it. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah,
Is writing a play easy?
no, it sucked.
Oh, you
It's
didn't enjoy
awful.
the process?
This one I kind of did because it's kind of a personal story. It's about my dad
Mm-hmm.
and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and so there's that cliche, write what you know, and
Mhm.
I 100% believe that. So I wrote this great play, and but now I'm finding what I have to write another one next, and that's what fucking sucks.
Another play?
Yeah, I'd like to keep going.
Well, maybe just practice this one. You know what I mean? Did you do a lot of rewrites?
I did a few. Yeah, I changed one character. I noticed that one of my characters, there's way too many men in my play.
Mhm.
There's literally 2 women in my play.
Who were actually men dressed as?
Yeah,
women.
it was a real Shakespearean thing. But I so one character changed, and then there was some other shit, and then also when you're rehearsing,
Mm-hmm.
what looks good on the paper won't necessarily sound good to the ear. You know what I mean?
I noticed that too because that's the thing with Twitter and these mediums that the context of laughing at something funny or on a page, seeing it written is different than the context of saying it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
How
So
many
something
times?
could be a funny, great script, but it might not necessarily be funny when you see
How many
it.
times have we been to a comedy club and then a comedian will tell something and then
Mhm.
it'll bomb and be I killed on Twitter.
Well, I think that there's I feel like Twitter jokes when comedians say them in person, they sometimes sound a little too clevery
Yeah.
and crafty.
That's
They kind of they have that
too well thought
that,
out.
that little there's a lack of conversationalism.
Yeah.
That conversational aspect is kind of gone,
Right.
and then it becomes this sort of well-crafted, cutesy thought. Do you think when dogs go to blah blah blah, they have a I think blah blah. I think Cinda they
Yeah.
kind of it's that kind of.
Right.
And if you have a persona that fits that, that's good. But if sometimes
For
just-
you and me, it just doesn't
if
work.
you see it, it just feels like ugh, you're so clevery and
Yeah.
cutesy and just
I agree.
it's
That's the best way
it
I've ever
doesn't-
heard that put, by the way.
What?
Just why Twitter doesn't work on stand up. That's the best way I've ever heard it.
Yeah, it's just too.
It's too clever.
It's too. It's
Yeah.
I think we when we see something written down, we're not under the delusion that this person is thinking of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. I agree.
At the time, it isn't just thinking of it, so you can kind of. That's how I always wonder, with movies and stuff, when they say it was a great script, or
just didn't
how do you
translate.
even know that?
I mean, you can kind of tell. Like,
I bet these directors have like a sixth sense where they can kind of know, like,
Yeah.
okay, this would work, this wouldn't last.
when you do it enough times, you're kind of like, okay, well, you know,
Mhm.
I'm also in a sketch comedy show, and I've written some sketches where, you know, I'll write it and I'll be like, this is fucking genius, and then like I'll perform them, and I'll be like, I'm dying a million deaths up here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you know, and it also, if it doesn't say like sound right to the ear, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, for instance, I had this one part of my play where like this character was he had this one line where he's like, you went from the ghettos of Houston to one fight away from finding the title, and even just saying that out loud is like really bad. And
You
I
went
was
from the
like,
ghettos of Houston to one fight away from fighting the title.
for the heavyweight title, yeah.
From fight. From,
Yeah.
You
For
went
fighting
from
for
the
that.
ghettos of Houston.
Yeah.
You went. Listen, I bet I could pull it
You
off.
think you pull it off?
Listen, Gene. Let me tell you something. All right.
All
You
right.
think you're hot shit? You went from the fucking get. I shouldn't curse
Yeah.
because your parents are
My
watching.
parents will probably be.
Let me tell you something, Gene.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You think you're hot stuff.
Right.
You think you're gonna be a real contender in this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
You went from the ghettos of Houston to one fight away from fighting the title. But let me tell you something.
You're done.
I
You're
don't.
so bad.
no.
No. I'm not saying you were bad. I'm saying that line is bad.
What? Hold on. Let me think. Let's try to think of what is so bad about that line.
It's-
You went from
it's-
the ghettos. The ghetto.
It's
No one really.
It's too well written.
Well, here's the thing. No one ever
Nobody-
says
yes.
ghettos of Houston.
Yes.
No one ever says. No one ever says the
Ghetto.
town. You like.
It's-
If you were to say you went from the
Houston.
streets.
You went from the Houston ghetto. No.
You went from, or like
The
they
ghetto
would-
in Houston.
You would mention some specific ghetto in Houston. You
Yeah.
went from Flounder Street or something.
And
You went
more.
from Skid Row.
Yeah.
But
or
no one mentioned. It's too expositional.
Yeah,
The
you're
way the ghettos of Houston part.
You're
it's
absolutely
like you're
right.
trying to tell the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from the. It's like because I know what you mean.
It's so true. Yeah.
Trying to explain.
Yeah. But if we, so yeah, to get back to my point, you know, we cut that line. So like when it comes to the editing, you're never done editing. You're just, you might even edit in the middle of the play, be like, oh, someone did something there. Now we're gonna add that in for the rest
Do
of
you
the
use cue cards?
No.
Do you ever do
That's
you?
so great. I'm not in the play, by the way.
Oh really?
No, I just wrote and directed it.
Oh, so do
Do you know anything about my play?
I haven't seen it.
That's fair.
Do you
What's up?
Do you know do you change the play night after night?
No, not really. Like, we'll change actors occasionally, like if an actor calls out, or like, you know, they get
So,
sick.
but if you realize like no one's laughing at this line, do you change it to the next line? We gotta punch it up, that kind of thing.
It's funny you should mention that. There is one line that I'm like, it just hasn't been working, and like
Mhm.
I'm like, oh, we maybe need to like alter it just a little bit, but
Oh,
Yeah.
but everything's been working so far.
I would say for the most part, yeah.
Well, I think you probably like the actors and saying it.
Actors are great, yeah.
But they're probably like the first audience, you know, where they think, this is really funny.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not inside their brain, so I don't know.
And did it work well in the writers' room?
The writer's room was me.
That's what I meant. Did it work well in your bedroom? Is what I wanted to ask.
I mean, yeah, you know, it's never fun to get criticism on shit, you know, when like people,
I think you say that too. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, you know, when you write, when you share it with someone because it's really like a personal thing, and like you know, you put your heart into this thing.
You're
and
like,
you,
yeah, I worked hard on that.
and it just doesn't connect with them.
And I get it.
I don't get it, you know. So, but like you have to, but at least they put forth the trouble to reading it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
They
you know,
read it and they look at
they're
you.
just like you gotta
back at
This is dog shit.
yeah.
But
I like your sneakers, by the way.
Thank you. I found them on the street.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's what I like about Gene, you, is
Yeah.
we both are the type of people who would find stuff on the street and
Yeah.
wear it. Like,
I found these in Greenwich Village. They were on a stoop, and I was just like, I still feel a little guilty about this.
Mhm.
So I'm like, maybe someone just let them out to dry.
no.
No, right? But here's the thing. I got them, and then a homeless guy, he was like, brother, can you give them to me? And I just walked away.
So you found them,
Yeah.
and then a homeless guy saw you,
Yeah,
and
take them.
he was like, "Can I have?"
Yeah.
God damn.
I just kept them.
Hey, finders keepers.
Yeah.
He starts to give mine.
Mine. No.
Yeah, I get one, you get one.
Yeah. If only shoes could work that way. We should, by the way, like, I think, you know, wouldn't it be great if you could wear, like, unmatching shoes?
I wish that was socially. I unmatched the crap out of my
Velcro?
socks.
Are you still in Velcro shoes?
No, but I
Oh.
don't use strings anymore. That is next. You still tie your shoes. That's
Yeah.
cute. That's
cute.
Still
That's
holding on to that.
Yeah.
You'll get to a point where you'll be tying your shoes and realize I just can't do it anymore. This
I'm
string
not a 90
is always way longer than this one. I
No.
don't have. They always. You know what happens with me is the string situation always ends up on one side of the shoe.
I didn't want to come here to debate about this, but like I feel, you got to accomplish this in your life. It's like the next step.
I can't.
you know?
I tried. I tried. You think I didn't try tying my shoes for the past 30 years? No.
I feel like, I mean,
That is for the birds right there.
you make more money than me, man.
I'm dumber than you though.
I mean, I don't know about. No, you're not. You're a smart guy.
I can afford shoes that don't
Flying up
give
the
me a
streets.
headache. Well, you remember when you were wearing those glasses with the little tape in them?
Can I tell you something funny?
Yeah.
So like, I had the glasses and the tape, and then I was like, what am I doing? So like I just was like, oh, I don't need to see. So I went without vision for like a long time, for like almost all of 2019, all of 2020, and to the end of 2021, I had no new glasses.
Mm-hmm.
So I just walked around like just
Blurry?
Yeah, blurry.
Yeah.
Yeah, just everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you give you a headache? I heard it didn't make you nauseous or something.
No, but like,
Did you bump your head a lot?
I
And
mean, no, I didn't like fuck up. I
close this laptop. This is distracting.
I will say like when at the grocery store I worked at, someone would be like, hey, where's this? And I'd be like, I don't know. And they'd be like, it's right in front of you.
Oh yeah. Why didn't you get new glasses?
I didn't have vision insurance.
Oh.
So I had to just tough it out.
Yeah, you need LASIK surgery.
That'd be dream.
Man, if only you found a pair of glasses on a stoop somewhere.
And they were my vision.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that was
Some homeless guy's like, hey, can I see?
But no, yeah, I remember the tape and the glasses and all that, and just whenever I go to the movies, I still had like the broken glasses.
Mm-hmm.
So like I would keep them in my backpack, and then like when the movie started, I'd like put them on, and then when the movie ended, I would take off the broken glasses.
Oh yeah.
So it was bad.
Yeah,
It was bad. I got my life together though now. I feel like I got glasses, I got great shoes.
Yeah.
Were you there with me when I had like the holes at the bottom of my shoes? I'm sure you had.
I remember you had like there's a lot of ripped stuff. Like
Yeah.
your pants were very
Pants
ripped.
were ripped. My shoes were ripped. Like I went through a lot, but I feel like my life is somewhat getting better.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about being poor, messed up losers like us. Is
Yeah.
every piece of clothing tells a story.
It really
you know,
does,
like
yeah.
it's not like these rich people like I bought it from Armani.
Yeah.
It's one outfit, one purchase. With us, it's like these pants I had to wrestle away from a skateboarder.
Yeah. Found that in
This
the
shirt,
dumpster.
I got that at this guy at a church
Swap
gave
meet.
it to me.
Church swap meet.
This I was at this nudist colony and I was rummaging through people's crap and I stole this.
Oh man. So
We're
you
such
guys,
fiends. We're such dirty.
you gotta come
fiends.
see my play? I'd like you to.
That would be nice. You got. I know. Josh Sorrell was in
Josh
it.
Sorrell's in it. Yeah. He's got one very funny part. That I
Yeah,
wrote
and
specifically
like
for
10
him.
other parts
that are just not funny.
funny.
No, he's really good in it. He's in like one key scene.
Did you get people from your sketch team to
I
be
did,
part
yeah.
of it?
Yeah, I
So
did.
it's kind of like, what's the name of your sketch group?
Fresh out the box.
It's kind of like Fresh Out the Box, the movie.
No, not at all.
It's like, like when it's like Wayne's World was SNL.
Yeah, and then maybe.
But I bet it started from a sketch.
Yeah, it didn't. No, it
Did it?
really didn't. Can I tell you how it started? Do you know anything about my play?
I don't know anything about it.
So it's about.
But I'm promoting it on my
I
talk
really-
show,
and I
making
really-
you a bunch of money.
I appreciate that.
That's
So my play's about. I'll just tell you really quick. It's about this kid in Omaha. It's called Omaha, and he really wants to go to this heavyweight title fight between Joe Frazier and Ron Stander, which is a fight that actually happened in Omaha, Nebraska. And Ron Stander's from Omaha, and he really wants to go to this fight, but he can't afford it. And then he wins tickets to the fight on a radio station, and but also like his father is going through shit. Like his father can't find a job, and it's a whole thing. So please come and see it if you can. It's a really good play and a really talented cast.
Well, this is Gene Morgan, everybody.
Thanks.
Make sure to see his play Omaha.